We're live! Hello!
Hey everyone!
Welcome to DIY is my happy place. How are you doing tonight, everyone? Pollyanna's here, so excited. I think
Mary.
This is the first time we've seen Pollyanna on here. Hi, Pollyanna. And Mary.
Yeah, Mary's.
Cool man, far out. Dig it. Okay. I love it. We're going to have so much fun tonight making Hippie Gnomes, and we'll go ahead and talk a little bit as everyone starts to come on. But we were alive during the 70s, so we remember.
Hey, it was a great decade.
It was a great decade, right? So as you filter in, I would love it if you would give us a hippie quote in the comments, and that would be awesome. We are going to be showing a few different styles. This is one of the hippie gnomes that I made with a little bit of sunglasses. And this is the other one, two different styles, a little bit different. And so before we get started, I'm Amy, and this is Tim, if this is your first time here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. We're so happy to have you.
Yeah, this will be fun. I'm going to do a third style. I'm going to do a sock gnome.
All right, yeah. So it should be fun. And what was it that we were saying was our favorite hippie quote?
Oh, there's far out and, oh, well, I don't want to say because then they won't add them.
Oh, yeah, we want you to add them. Okay, we're trying to get it. I know that.
Hey, Christy.
Is Christy here? Hello, Christy. We're trying to get it where you can see it better. We're fine-tuning our lives. We haven't, how many have we done now? This is our fifth one, I think. So we're figuring out, we're trying to make it so it's easier to see what it is we're doing. So we're zooming in a little bit more. So, yeah. Okay, what was it you were going to start off with? You said you had some conversation.
Oh, so while we're working and while I'm fumbling through my gnome making and you're cruising through it, maybe think of your favorite 70s song, and later on I'll let you know which one I listened to over and over today while I was working.
Oh, you won't tell us now?
Oh, no.
Okay, so 70s.
Because I want to see if somebody else comes up with it.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think 70s songs. For some reason, when I think 70s, I think of Carpenters. They're not really hippie, though, are they?
No, but they're good.
Okay.
That's a good decade for them.
Yeah, so let me think of a specific song. Christy, help me. Pollyanna, I know you guys know. Whenever I am trying to think of a song, I could be like, we played Name That Tune a lot with our family when we were on road trips.
Indiana Wants Me, Mary. Ooh, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, Indiana Wants Me.
What is it?
Does that sound?
No, maybe not. I listened to Pandora's 70s rock all day. Oh, Neil Diamond, Christy, yeah.
Neil Diamond.
Carpenters.
Oh, yeah. Neil Diamond. Oh, yeah, that's good. I think when I think of Neil Diamond in the 70s, I can visualize the bell bottoms, the big belts. Yeah. Hotel California.
Eagles, Hotel California.
Oh, yeah, why don't you sing that for us?
No, let's not. I sing as well as I craft. How about that?
Living it up in the Hotel California. So this is the story. I make DIY videos. I do a lot of crafting and a lot of gnoming. And I talked my significant other husband over here into joining me on lives. And I decided that if he hasn't seen any of the gnomes or whatever, so I make them, I come up with an idea, and then I try to make one. Sometimes he joins me, sometimes he just helps with the conversations. But either way, if he doesn't know what's going on, then that shows me which parts I need to teach better.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And Mary, there's no way I'm going to sing it.
Come on!
No,
come on!
No. Not happening.
You know you love to sing.
I sing in the shower.
Yeah, that's true.
But then even the water stops.
Oh, boy, there we go. There we go. Okay, so let's hear what is your Pollyanna said Jimi Hendrix, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I went and saw?
Mary, I'll pay.
What song, Mary? What song do you want him to sing?
Yeah, not happening.
Oh yeah, you love singing. He loves singing. Okay, I always, as we're going along, I think of a conversation, or I think of a backstory to go along with Tim and his singing. So maybe we should get started on the gnome, and then I'll tell it, or should I just tell it right now?
No, let's get started on the gnome.
Okay. Well,
because I know once you get into the gnome, you'll forget all about whatever you're going to say.
It wasn't actually about singing; it's about dancing. Do you know what story I'm going to tell?
No, I have given you plenty of stories about dancing.
So I'm going to tell the story. Then we'll get started. I know we'll get started because we're just kind of talking a little bit while everyone starts to filter in. So when we were first dating, he came to Idaho to meet the family, so to speak. How come I seem like I'm taller than you? This is funny. Sit up. Okay. What's funny is he's so much taller than me. Okay, that just.
Hi, Rosemary, Doobie Brothers, and Three Dog Night. Two great.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to think how that. How is Doobie Brothers? Think of a song. What's a song from Doobie Brothers?
Blackwater. There's all kinds.
There's he's so good at music, and I know the songs if he tells me. You can't think of any other. Okay, Doobie Brothers and
Three Dog Night. I can't think of. What is Pollyanna saying?
Okay, that's the story I was about to tell, Pollyanna. You're on it. Okay, so we'll pay for dancing too. Okay, this is the story that happened. So we were at my family's, and I have a lot of siblings and a lot of family. Anyway, and my parents had this great big family room. It? Great room, family room, whatever. Yeah. Great big, huge. And there were lots and lots of people. I think it was my brother's graduation. Okay, sorry. Joy to the World?
Yeah.
Oh, Three Dog Night. You know we can sing that one. Hey, we should harmonize and sing it.
Okay, go back to the story.
Okay, I get sidetracked. And so we were all there, and he doesn't really know anybody, and he's trying to meet everybody. And my brothers would come up. I have 5 brothers, and they'd come up. Which one am I? And he'd have to try to remember who you were. Well, I went over to my grandma, and she's like not quite 5 foot tall, just this tiny little lady. And I said, "Would you help me? My boyfriend, he loves to break dance, and in order to break dance, he needs everyone to clear out and just give him some center space because he'll do head spins and everything." This was in the 80s. And so my sweet little grandma went around and Tim's going to break dance. And she got everybody to go out and to get in a great big circle. And then we all stood there waiting for him to break dance. And he thought somebody else, some other Tim was going to be break dancing. I'm like, no, it's you. Come on. And I told everybody, he'll act like he doesn't break dance, but he really does. When the reality was he didn't. And I was pulling a prank on him.
Yeah.
It was funny.
And I still married her.
It was so funny. Everyone's like, Tim, break dance.
No, I really do break a lot of things when I dance. So.
Oh, you're so funny. Okay, we have Joy to the World.
Yeah.
What a Fool Believes. Okay, let me think of that. That sounds familiar. What a Fool Believes. How does that go? Give me some words.
I don't know.
Okay. What a Fool Believes. That seems like I should know that one. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah, that's
that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
So far, nobody said mine, so I'm gonna.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm keeping it.
I'm trying to think. What would be my song in the 70s? Okay, I'll think that through. I didn't think of it ahead of time. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be talking about is our quote, and the quote that I came up with for this week.
Is that backwards, by the way?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is it backwards to you? Everybody who's on. Okay, if you're just joining us, we want you to give us a 70s song that you group or song. Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah. Became Jefferson Starship, then became Starship. I saw them in DC. That was a great concert with Night Ranger, another 80s throwback.
Oh yeah. So give me a song from Jefferson Airplane.
White Rabbit. You probably wouldn't remember that one.
It just seems like I'm not remembering any, and I think I know the 70 songs. Anyway, okay, let's get started, should we?
Okay.
Let's have some fun. Okay, So we're going to do
Oh,
two
Mary
different...
said it's not backwards. I think
It's not backwards.
So,
Okay, good. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Mary. Okay, so now I forgot what I said. I'm a hippie and I gnome it. If you've ever in your life worn bell-bottom jeans, give me a thumbs up. Did you wear bell-bottom jeans? You did. Did you?
I did. So, yeah, I wore them one year when I was in 5th grade and never wore them again because I wore them to school and everybody made fun of me.
They did?
Yeah.
Is that when you were living in Nebraska?
Oklahoma. Yeah, it's bad.
We got some hand-me-down bell-bottom jeans from our cousin who was always really stylish.
I think my problem was it wasn't bell bottom, it was just bell.
Where did you get them?
I don't know, my mom found them somewhere.
Oh.
They were like super baggy legs all the way. Yeah, it was really bad.
So we were in high school in the 80s. So we, of course, like the hippies trend was the opposite of hippie by the time we were in high school.
Yeah.
Big hair, mullet.
No, this was when I wore them. It wasn't
fifth grade. Yeah, you said 5th grade. Yeah. All right. Flare legs. That's what they call flare legs.
Yeah, it was something. I wish a flare would have caught them on fire because it was bad. So,
okay.
Just saying.
All right. So the thing when I think of hippies, you were?
Yeah, at least for a year or two.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's think this through. I don't even know how to react to that. We're going to do two different type of gnomes. One of them is going to be made with pool noodle.
We kind of showed them last time.
Yeah. We showed this last time, so this is a little bit different take on the pool noodle, which I already cut. And then Tim is going to do one with the sock gnome. Do you want to show it?
Yep.
All right. So we made this previously too. So these are the two different options. Look, at yours is going to be shorter.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mine isn't going to be tall. Okay.
Mine will be short and sweet.
Mary says, you poor kid.
It was bad. If it's still stuck in my memories, then you know it was.
Okay, should we go backwards and do the sign first?
Sure. Why
Okay, let's do the sign first. So I printed out some...
You want me to move her out of the way?
Yeah, let's move this out of the way. I printed out some hippie quotes, and actually I have these on my blog now. So if you want a free hippie quote and printable, you can use one too. So here's one for you. Here's one for me. The same quote, and there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. But once again, we've done this before. I like to use the foam
board or
foam core, whatever that you can get from the dollar store. And it's a great big piece. So I use every last bit of it. So the first thing we're going to do is just glue that on and cut it out. So do you want to glue?
Do you have,
Glue one, and I'll
just this.
Cutter? Yeah. So our fancy glue stick, and then got a cutter, and of course, paper cutter. We've done this part before too, but let's just go as if we haven't. How about that? Okay, so Troy says, I still have my groovy bell bottom. Do you really have them?
I'm sorry, Troy. I know that there's a
There's
special
no
Goodwill
chance
store
Troy
somewhere.
does. There's no chance. I don't believe it. Oh, Troy, so funny. I don't know. They say if you wait long enough, it'll come back in style.
True.
So
and they kind of have.
They kind of have.
Didn't those high-waisted jeans come back into style?
They kind of just keep on coming around, going around. Okay, so there's different ways that you can make your sign. On this one, I had some of these gems. They're gem strips that you get. I really don't get anything from the dollar store for saying it's from the dollar store, but I'm just saying it because I like to get things for a bargain. That's all.
It's gnomes on a budget.
And they come in strips. This is kind of a shortened version that we can put on here to make that nice and easy. On the one that Tim has over here, do you want to hand me yours?
Nope.
Okay. I like to use you're
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy. That's what we're calling it.
Sure.
It's fun to put pipe cleaners because you know how in the 70s there was a lot of like fur and velvet and whatnot. All right, so if you're just joining us, we'd love to hear your favorite
70s song.
70s song.
Oh, song or phrase?
Song
Either
or
one.
phrase. Yeah, let's hear it.
70s song.
For some reason, when I think of 70s phrases, I always think of things from like the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when they would say things like
Far Out.
Far Out. That's so groovy. What else would they say?
Okay,
I really do, although I can only get one leg and then up to my knee. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut these out while you...
What am I doing with these? Anything?
Just hold them aside. Okay, so when you're cutting, you want to cut, like score it first and then cut all the way through so that your foam core doesn't get all...
Ratty on the edges. All right. Now, there's a couple of ways. I'll let you be cutting while I talk about the next thing. So there's a couple of different things that you can use for your sticks. Now, I always love to use balloon stick straws that you get. You can get the fat ones or the skinny ones to glue to, or you could do wooden dowels. But because we're doing 70s and we want them to be colored, we decided to use straws. And we got a whole bunch of fluorescent. These almost look like 80s colors. 80s is the fluorescent, but also 70s. So you can put the dowel inside, like a smaller dowel. They have the wooden sticks at the dollar store that are meant for shish kebabs. And if you put that inside, it'll keep it from being bendable because these straws are obviously really bendable, whereas the balloon stick straws are firm. So you can pick any one of those options to glue your quotes on with. Okay, let's see. Where do we have here, Troy? Oh, Mary says, Marsha. Oh.
Look, and you can't even say it without saying it that way. Don't you just see Jen? Marsha. And Troy says, groovy in a far out happy way. Groovy in a far out happy way. Happening way?
Yep.
Happening way. Groovy in a far out happening way. I can't think of that one.
No, that's what he's just saying about, because they're talking about his pants.
Groovy in a far out happening way. I love that. Okay, so when you're doing gnomes using this, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. But one thing that I found is if you take a lid from, say, a candle or, really any kind of a plastic lid that you might have. I always am recycling things. So I look at things differently than most people. So if you have a mayonnaise lid or whatever, sometimes it's nice to have a really solid base because the gnome with the foam, it just wants to be tippy. It's just not
really
strong
hard
enough.
And it's really hard to cut the foam square.
Yeah, and even if it's square, it just wants to bend and kind of tip over. So I like putting them on some sort of a base. But the first thing I'm going to do, all right, now you've got our gnome quotes, and we'll decorate our quotes in just a minute. But let's go ahead and start on the dressing your gnome.
Oh, mine? We're starting with mine?
We're going to do both of them at the same time.
Okay.
So
can I move Jimmy?
You can move Jimmy. I like to make things in advance because it can start being, in order to do our lives, and actually I do this anyway. Whenever I'm making gnomes, I'll make a bunch of arms in advance. I'll make shoes in advance. And I do have tutorials of how I do my arms, how I do my shoes, all of those things. Did you link them?
Yeah.
If not, yeah, you did. Okay.
Oh, in the description, not yet.
No. So we'll put some links in so we aren't being redundant. For some of you have been here before, so you don't want to see the same stories over and over. So I am going to do my base with foam. What are you going to do your base with?
My sock? Or no?
Oh, it's right here. Yeah, what are you going to... What? Go ahead and start doing your thing.
Oh.
Explain what you're doing. You're a professional now. Or do you need me to...
I wouldn't go that far.
Along?
Okay, so...
Where did I put my orange?
Someone, I can't remember, I think it was somebody gave... What are you laughing about?
Because you're mumbling.
Sorry. Okay, so we went to the Dollar Tree. When was it? Maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
No, it was right after our last live. So
he doesn't usually go in there with me.
Yeah, Anyway, so I went in and I went in with a fresh perspective, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna find something that I can make a gnome with that she might not look at, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And so I went in there and we were going down the floral aisle and came across this Spanish moss in the floral section of Dollar Tree. And I'm like, now to me, that looks like hippie hair. So that's what I'm going to do my hair with.
There you go. I love it. So are you going to put your hair on before you put clothes on it?
I might leave this blank.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
And
too.
I'm not saying there was plenty of naked hippies, but I don't know that.
We're not trying to reinvent, what's that called? Woodstock, not Woodstock.
Yeah, Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Yeah.
We're not reinventing Woodstock at this.
No, but for now, my sock gnome, which I know looks funny, but that's how we start them, right?
Yes.
So my sock gnome is going to be naked for a little while.
Oh, it looks like we have Nathan. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Okay, Christy says Greg would say groovy in a far out happening kind of way.
Okay.
Oh, Greg did? Oh, that's awesome. Do you guys know who Greg is? Yeah.
Hey, I should have known. Are these plastic cutting scissors?
No.
Okay.
Try these. Okay, so I'm using the foam for my inside base because this pool noodle does not love glue. Do you need glue?
Yeah, I was just going to say, how are we going to share glue guns?
We can share a glue gun. I'm going to hurry and do a zip.
Okay.
Zip. So you'll see when I'm putting glue on here that it just starts to melt away. Melt. Doesn't love it. Oops, I tipped that. I'm having one of those days. I have to say that we have now done, for DIY is my happy place, this is our 98th.
This will be 98.
This is our 98th video, tutorial or video. So we've been at this for a while, but I think I've mentioned this before. For some reason, doing lives, I've done 98 tutorials, but doing lives, I always seem to make some sort of a mistake, or I just sort of get stressed out, I guess, because...
I want to thank Christy for putting the Aquarius song from Hair in my brain right now. So, yes, I didn't sing it when I went down the aisle in Dollar Tree, but I'm singing it now, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is the other thing. If you can come up with a song that ties into what we're saying, you even get more bonus points. Yeah.
Spanish moss scissors?
Yes, you can. So Christy gets bonus. Big bonus. Probably chicka-boom. Chicka-boom.
Oh, yeah.
Chicka-boom. I remember we had sort of a cheer that we would say, I say a boom, chicka-boom. Where did that come from anyway?
Maybe that song.
That could be. I wish you all were here so we could all just be singing together.
Or not.
Fun. Or not. He does sing, just not in public. Right?
Okay. Just not.
Okay. So I just lined my gnome with some orange foam. And then I'm going to put my already attached arms right across the top. And I'm going to glue that down. Right into that glue that doesn't love. Right into the foam that doesn't love glue. Like that. All right. Let's see here.
Making a mess over here.
So I just recently got a private message from one of my subscribers, which I'm so thankful for you all. But she asked if we had ever done any football standing gnomes, like football players. And I'm like, oh no, we have not, but that needs to go on our agenda.
We need to go put that on our list.
Yeah. We have 4 sons that played football.
We are such a football family.
Yeah, we love football. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I do my hair. So you see what he's doing. So what I did was...
I'm making a mess is what I'm doing.
Well, that happens with hair. I got a mop from the dollar store, and I cut it up, and then I put it in dye. So you can use, there's a lot of different things you can do, but I would even suggest right now, it's kind of Easter time, and you can get those Easter dyeing kits and use those little... the
little metal loop things that you did.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the dye itself. Would be a great way to dye your gnome hair. So what I do is I just attach, cut the mop right off, attach it, and then dye my hair so that it can be some hippie colors. So for this one, I did some browns and some yellows, and actually for this hippie, I then untangled the twine. Why are you laughing?
Mary said, tell him to turn around. He won't see us, then he can sing. Not happening.
Come on, Tim. Let's do this. Okay, I'm trying to decide what color I'm going to do. Would it be it's too much orange if her hair's orange and her clothes are orange? No. Yeah, I'll do blue.
Yeah, blue will be good.
Okay. So this is the trick that I came up with. How to turn this into hair like this. And I'm going to show you what I did. This is a crazy easy little thing. I take a piece of the foam, and you could actually use felt too. And I would suggest using a color that's pretty similar to your hair color. So since I'm doing blue hair, I'm going to need blue foam. And I'm just going to cut it the short way.
That blue's hot.
Are you kidding with me?
I did.
Where's Joel? Hey, Hannah Jensen's hello. Bev K just joined in.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, Bev. So happy to have you here. Okay.
Bev's a regular.
Your glue's hot. I glued glue right onto my cutting board. See,
or
if we weren't live, then we could just trim that. Your cutting board. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours.
Do we have
What do you need?
Glue stick. Is that right here?
Yep. There's glue sticks there. There's glue sticks in here too.
Don't want to
run out of glue.
Yeah.
Watch out, it's hot.
I have a feeling we need a lot.
Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of this foam going the short way. Keep on rolling X-Acto knives. Oh, it's clear over there.
Oh.
Maybe. Oh, no, that's yours. I do have my own. Sorry. Okay, if you just joined us, let's hear. Oh, we have somebody from Brazil.
No way.
Nathan, are you on? You need to talk Portuguese for us.
Our son speaks Portuguese.
Our son speaks Portuguese.
Do they have hippies in Brazil? That's a great question.
Yeah. Did they have hippies in Brazil? I feel like Brazil is kind of a country that helps get styles all across the world. I bet they did, but yeah, tell us. Did they have hippies in Brazil?
Okay, so question. Early review.
Yeah. Oh.
the Spanish moss works really good with hair, but it makes a huge mess. But anyway, I'm still going with it because I have faith. Don't you worry.
I don't know why that's great.
I'm going to show you just how good this is going to be.
I don't know how many of you were on our live when he did the fur hair and he glued it upside down. That was fun.
Oh,
okay.
Did I?
Well, yeah, you did.
Yeah, well.
That's how we roll.
Crafter, I am not. I'm telling you.
I don't know why that's cracking me up so much. Okay, so for the hair, I'm going to just trim off the white parts. If I would have had time, I would have probably just colored that blue part. I can't talk. The white part blue. Hey, what is that? Don't you make your brown eyes blue? Is that from the 80s or the 70s?
I think that's 70s.
Okay, see if you can come up with... Oh, look at Nathan's talking.
Groovy, feeling groovy. Simon Garfunkel is so good. Okay, we are...
oh, yeah, we like Simon.
We're a little... What? We
discombobulated.
We don't really... put too much of a time limit, but we try to keep them to like an hour-ish or so.
Oh, how long our thing is?
Yeah.
And we're going slow. We gotta.
Oh, I'm going fast. I'm getting there.
All right, go. So you be talking while I catch up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to
Nathan.
show how to. We have a super chat.
So. Oh yeah. Okay, so everybody's going to love this one because this was the song that I was listening to during the day that was really getting me in the mood for tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Was Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh, yeah. What's the song?
There were so many. Well, I can't remember. It wasn't the one. The one I would listen to was not. The one that first comes to mind is That's the Way.
That's the way. I like it.
But that wasn't the song. But man, I've got to get that album because it was so great. It was remastered, and now I need to somehow find a way to do it.
Yep.
Who Get Down Tonight? Yeah, that's the one. Tonight. Rosemary, that was the one.
I remember that song.
I love that one.
I love that so much. Okay, let me show you. This is my homemade hair idea. So you take some foam and then you take some color. It could be any color, whatever color you want your hair. And again, this is a mop. That's what this is. And as I said before, you can unwind it if you want, but I'm not going to for the sake of time. Now, this is what's crazy. So I'm just going to put a line of glue right here. And then I'm going to glue this down like this. I can't see through my hands. So glue it right here, and then this will come across like this, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, and that's how you make it look like a part.
Oh, tricky.
You with me? You with me? All right. Oh, Christy says, staying alive. Staying alive.
Okay, so I took, Amy had this purple felt. It doesn't look super purple, but just laying around. So I'm going to make it's a perfect shape, and hopefully it'll wrap around my noggin of my gnome. But I'm going to make a bandana out of it. So there you go.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Yeah. So Staying Alive. Mary just said that's a CPR song. Have you all ever had CPR training? Because if you've ever been trained in CPR, that's what they teach you. Because back in the olden days when they used to teach us CPR, they had you had to do all this counting. Remember that show Emergency?
Yep.
Or
it's
Champs
still on,
or something
actually.
like that. Is it really?
Not CW. Yeah, one of the satellite or stations has it.
But they would make you. I mean, you would learn to be counting, and you had to keep a certain rhythm and everything. But then once people started learning, if you learn CPR with the song "Staying Alive,"
yeah.
Did you know this?
I maybe.
Then you do the right rhythm if you know "Staying Alive," because you have to go Staying alive, staying alive.
Ah,
Uh, uh, and you need to sing the whole song,
that
and
makes
you can
sense.
keep people alive.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Great job.
Okay, so here's my bandana.
Love it. Staying alive, staying alive. I love that. How many of you knew about that? I haven't done a CPR class for a while. I bet you. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like when I'm going along. And eventually this is going to go up and over and be a part. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So for the sake of time, I am doing, not for the sake of time, I'm doing green, blue, green, blue, green, blue.
Oh,
it looks
nice.
a little cinderella-ish rather than 70s. I don't know that they really had colored hair in the 70s as much.
I think David Bowie did it one time.
I'm going with it. I'm going with it for fun. Okay.
Come on, you guys.
Okay. Okay, what do they only know? Oh, the Staying Alive. Did they do Staying Alive on The Office? I guess we probably should watch The Office.
Let's not.
I think we should.
Nope.
I didn't know that they did that.
Right up there with singing.
I like The Office.
I know. Our whole family loves The Office.
Except you.
Except me.
Oh, well.
Okay, so, yeah, my hippie gnome, he sheds a lot. Oh, thanks, Mary. That was awesome. Right. Thank you so much. So.
Okay, now I'm going to add some glue so that this will fold over. And this part, you have to be really careful because, you know what? Glue's hot.
You got to watch that stuff, man.
All right, so you're almost done with it?
That'll burn your fingers. Oh, no. So I was just going to ask you if I can dip into your...
Go ahead. Anything's fair game.
Accessory tray over here.
We got a lot of options. I'm just running a bead of glue across here.
So I also found this plastic lei Amy had hanging on the door.
Yes. I am really intrigued with what you're going to do with that. Yes.
You should be. Prepare to have your 70s brain blown. It's going to be radical.
I always like to just pick up different things and then figure out how to create something out of it. Okay, what's going to be our next question? We did the songs.
Oh, no, we're not. Are we done with songs?
Oh, are we?
Oh, thanks, Christy. I think he's pretty groovy, too. But it's about to become a she.
It's going to be a she?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so see how this side of my part is coming along? You can create your own. And here's the thing. Those
are not lei cutting.
Those are like scissors. Wire cutter scissors. Well, I have scissors for everything.
Found that out the hard way.
The one thing, if you're making a gnome that doesn't have a hat, you have to figure out a way to cover up this part of its head. So that's why we have the hair and the bandana. I'm in a gnome group, and someone posted on this gnome group, hey, can someone show how to make a gnome with eyes? And to make a gnome with eyes, it's not a gnome anymore. Then it's a doll.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's the whole idea. That's what a gnome is. You have a nose and you have eyes. Eyes hidden.
Right.
So we need
implied eyes.
Implied eyes. And if you have implied eyes, you need something to cover up this part of the face. So if you're doing a hat, that's why you need the hair thing. And in our situation, we're even doing implied sunglasses to help give that image. You want to be in a gnome group? Yes! Yes, come be in a gnome group. I'm in a bunch of them.
Or you could just be in DIY is My Happy Place.
DIY is My Happy Place. Group. We're just getting started. Oh, I see what you're doing. That's pretty cool. I love that. But yeah, I'm just in gnome groups.
Bev likes my hair, even though it gets everywhere.
Oh my goodness, that is just cracking me up. I don't know why. It's cracking me up.
Okay, now I'm going to dip into your
Go for it.
stuff here. Anything's fair game?
So, yeah, anything's fair game. So here's the thought.
Okay.
If you're working with hot glue, use something other than your finger to hold it into place.
Well, yeah, but
that's an idea. It's just something to think about.
Fact of the matter is, I'm a guy, and
you think your fingers don't get burned?
We don't think that far in advance.
Oh boy! Oh boy! So,
man, I made a mess of stuff, but I like how it's turning out.
Now I have that "Staying Alive" song in my head. What 70s songs do you guys have in your head? Okay, let's think of a Neil Diamond song. Somebody said Neil Diamond earlier.
Neil Diamond?
What's a good Neil Diamond song?
Okay, so I dipped into Amy's hidden treasures over here and got these little plastic, they're pretty thick, plastic flower thingies. They almost look like they're a toy, maybe, but maybe not. So I'm going to accessorize. I'm going to name my gnome Dove.
Forever in Blue Jeans. That's the Neil Diamond song.
Forever in Blue Jeans is a good one.
Forever in Blue Jeans. I can't think of how it goes. How does it go?
Christy said my hair looks like home perm gone wrong.
Oh, we had a few of those in the 80s.
Does the cool melt hold as well? Mary was wondering.
The cool melt?
Yeah.
Here's the thing with cool melt. Whenever you're working with this kind of foam, it just loves hot glue. It doesn't care if it's cool or the hot kind. Doesn't matter. It will work for this particular thing. So it depends on what you're working on. But with this, it will totally work. Yes, yes. Good question.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't even know there was a cool melt.
And we forgot to mention, anytime anybody has any questions as we go along or that you would like to ask us about anything that we do, feel free. We love, that's why we do lives.
Yeah. I won't know the answer, so I'll just look at Amy.
Well, maybe they want to ask a question other than about gnomes, but maybe how
about
we do
Spanish moss hair?
Maybe about how we do YouTube videos at all or whatever. I don't know. Could be anything. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's coming together.
I need to trim off her flower. Her flower's a little droopy.
It is a little droopy. This is the scissors for
okay. That's one thing I've learned.
Oh, Christy said "Sweet Caroline." That's a good Neil Diamond song. If you've ever gone to a baseball game, you know you have to sing that song at a baseball game.
Nathan says, "I wonder what hot glue tastes like."
And then let's see. I wonder what hot glue tastes like too. Nothing. It tastes like nothing. Pollyanna said America.
Yeah.
Wasn't there?
Is it coming to America and Neil Diamond?
We coming to America today. There was a movie. What was the movie named? Neil Diamond's movie that song was used in.
Jazz Singer.
Jazz Singer. Oh yeah. How many of you have seen Jazz Singer? That really shows you're in the 70s.
Okay, so didn't you have a trick or talk about something? With the fur, maybe using hairspray, or no?
Oh yeah.
So hairspray might be good for Spanish moss as well, but I don't know.
It could be. So Troy said the Brady Bunch kids sang "Marsha Really Rocked." What song did the Brady Bunch kids sing? I remember and I saw an interview years later, and the Brady Bunch kids were asked, like, what was your favorite episode? And a lot of them, that was their favorite episode.
Mary saw Neil in concert. Was it recent or was it back in his prime, I should say?
I would love to see Neil Diamond. Yeah, I would have loved to.
We saw Barry Manilow.
Yes.
Remember that a few
Yes.
years ago, and I wasn't impressed. He was old.
He was old.
Yeah.
Past his prime.
Past his prime.
Yeah. Past his prime. Yeah, he definitely was. Does Neil Diamond even do concerts still now?
I don't know.
I would love Neil Diamond in concert. Yeah. Who else have you all seen in concert?
Dove, my gnome. Dove the gnome.
It's so funny. Okay, I gotta get cruising. I've done nothing but hair. Okay, so once you get the hair done like this, then sometimes you can still see quite a bit of the blue. So I just go along with some hot glue and then just kind of pinch it together. And then it really looks like a part in your hair. So how's that? Are you done?
Well, until the brainstorm hits me again.
Well, then why don't you start working on our signs? Let me give you a straw. Where did I put the straws? Here it is.
I do know that you put one in.
So, and you can start decorating and putting some embellishments on there. You can use anything you want. Sometimes it's
is this for yours or mine?
You can cut it in half for each. And there's stickers here. There's beads. There's flowers. I actually took some just some flower pieces that were on old flowers, and I spray painted them because they weren't the color I wanted. And they would have gone in the trash. Oh, you know what else you might want is a hippie necklace.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
So
okay, so so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
What's the straw scissors?
Any scissors work for straws.
Okay. Since I'm a guy,
so Mary saw Neil Diamond in the 90s. That's
nice.
That's perfect. I wonder, does anybody know if he still does concerts? I've always wanted to go to a Neil Diamond concert. That would be good. Christy says the Osmonds. Oh, I did go to an I think the Osmonds might be my first concert. I think it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Journey.
Well, that was my first concert that I went without parents.
Oh.
But.
Where you got rowdy.
Got rowdy at the Journey concert.
Okay.
How about the Jackson 5?
Oh, that was good. That's a good one too.
Yeah. I would love that.
ABC.
We're doing ABC. You have to sing that song. You can't even think about.
Wait, because of our last tutorial, do you like putting them on an angle or straight up and down? I
like them at a little bit of an angle, but go ahead and decorate it first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I got to move along here. So I have my main body. Ooh. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down the hair like this, come around the back, and then I'll give it a trim after I get it all glued down. And it doesn't have to be 100% perfect because she's going to have a headband. Okay, let's see, we got to back up. Pollyanna said the Beach Boys were entertaining, but they're old now
too.
I wonder if they still are in concert. What was the other concert that we went to recently that it was old? They were just so old.
Oh, I was so disappointed too.
Yeah, who was it?
It was Alabama and the Marshall Tucker Band, which the Marshall Tucker Band was
in the day.
In the day, they were awesome.
Yeah.
And they felt bad. But they had a good run, so.
They had a good run. That's true. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about, I did a couple of things in advance, and one of them was a skirt. Now this was a scarf that I got from the dollar store, and I just trimmed off the edge of it, and then I took a piece of white foam and then just glued it down, and that's how I made my skirt. But I have a
nice
bling right there. So that is the skirt that we're going to put on her. And then I'm going to have shoes that I
So wait, the skirt made. You said You just cut a piece of fabric and then
This was actually a scarf.
sandwiched it between two pieces of foam.
Two pieces of foam.
Got it.
Just with hot glue. Because I didn't feel like super gluing or sewing. So basically you take, I don't know where I put my piece of fabric. It's over here somewhere. But let's just say this, let's pretend like this is my fabric. So, and this was cut. I'm not doing a very good job explaining. I'm going to show how to do it. Because it's pretty slick and easy. All right, what's your next question? You said you had a load of them.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, no, I was all about the songs.
All about the songs. Yep. So what's the other song that you heard?
There's so many of them. Now I've got Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water in my head.
How does that one go?
Yeah, I'm not falling for that.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just trying to remember how it goes. That's all.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, name a song then. Like, give me some words. I'm not saying you have to sing it.
Bridge Over Troubled Water?
Yeah. How does the words go?
I'm
trying to remember how it goes. Okay, so for my skirt, the fabric is going to be at least twice as long as the waist. And we want the waist to be able to go all the way around. So we know this is going to go around our gnome. So you take your waist like this, and your fabric, you want to find the middle of it like this. And that's where you're going to find the middle of this. And you're going to put a little tiny dab of glue right in the center.
Just a dab.
Just a dab. A dot.
Dot.
And then
but not a smidge.
Not a smidge. And then you curl this up a little bit and do another dot. And that's how you can make it look like it's a pleated skirt. Oops, I tipped that over. So it goes like this. Oops. See, I'm trying to show it before it's dry. So see, and then you just put more glue like that, and look, it becomes a pleat. And you do it all along both ways, and that's how you come up with your skirt. So it's nice and fast and easy. So that is that.
I found stickers.
You found stickers? Very good. Put some stickers on. Okay, where did I put my...
Okay.
Oh, there they are. They were hiding under there. So I used my tennis ball for the nose. Now you can either line it with
ping pong ball.
Ping pong ball.
Yeah.
You can line it with a. It's funny because it's called table tennis. We had a ping pong table when I was growing up, and my dad always called it table tennis. Okay, now that you have the sound of silence.
Yeah.
Oh, sound of silence. Oh yeah, Pollyanna said we saw Chicago, Styx, and the Beach Boys about 3 years ago before COVID. Those three were all together, Chicago, Styx, and Beach Boys, or you saw them at different times? That's awesome. Chicago, Styx, and Beach Boys. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so with your ping pong ball, you can add a stocking if you want. In this case, I can just glue the ping pong ball directly to my gnome because this foam loves this, but otherwise I would put some nylon on to help glue it into place. But I am going to go ahead and glue my ball on. Then I want to show you how I make my sunglasses while it's drying. So I'm just putting my ping pong ball right in the spot where it's going to be its nose. And then let me show you how to make the glasses. And now, this is a funny thing. I was sitting there trying to think, a hippie isn't a hippie without sunglasses, right? We got to have some sunglasses. How can I make some sunglasses? And I came up with this idea. I got myself my water bottle, took the lid off the water bottle, and thought, that's perfect. That's the exact size that I want the sunglasses to be for my gnome. So this is how I made it. The first thing I did was, with my lid, I take my hot glue gun, and this is the one, you need the hot glue gun with a little fine tip on the end. So that's why I like this Gorilla one. And I'm going to poke a hole. And so instead of poking a hole, I'm melting a hole through so that that can be where the wire is going to go for the sunglasses. Where did we put our paper clips? So the wire, I just use a paper clip.
Are they over here?
Oh, here somewhere.
Oh, it's in a bowl?
Oh, it's right here. Yeah. So you just take a paper clip, and if you take the little ones, the bigger ones, you almost have to have needle nose pliers to bend them good. But if you just take a regular small paper clip, that can become, oh, hey, thank you. That can become the bridge for your sunglasses. For
over troubled water.
Bridge over troubled water. Look at how you did that. Oh, that's great. You're missing.
Oh, no.
Nope. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to bend this back.
Hey, JL's here. Welcome, JL.
Welcome. And then you can decide how big you want this to be, depending on, I'm going to cut a little piece of it off, depending on how big your gnome bridge is. But this is what I do. I take my wire. Can you see it? Let's get this closer. I take my
wire. Your paper clip.
Paper clip, and I put two little curls, almost like a mustache, and I want it to be so it'll be on either side of the gnome. And then I get my lid, and I'm going to poke a little piece of my paper clip right into that hole of the lid, and then I can use something to round it, or I can just do it with the pliers. We're going to round that out, and so then see how the paper clip is in the bottom there, and then I'm going to fill the hole of this with hot glue so it'll hold my wire into place. And then
you should show them one of those.
I will.
Okay.
And then once my wire is completely, after it's completely glued in there, see, it's completely flat. Now that looks like glasses. And I actually went ahead and spray painted the back, just so that the ridges would be gold. And then the other thing that I did to make it, because I wanted them to be blue, was I took a piece of just plastic. What is it? Like
film?
Film. Or, I think I just took this off of a folder, like those sleeves that you get that you put your papers in that go into a binder. And I cut it and I just spray painted it. And then I can glue that right onto my glasses and then cut it out. And that is how I made my gnome sunglasses.
Nice.
See how that is? And then they look like they're blue, but then if you're looking from the side, they look gold. And that's pretty cool. And you can make them out of just, I really like to try to make things out of what I can find around the house and keep it.
Okay, can I
yes.
borrow your glue gun?
You may. Okay, so we're missing something. Mary just got somebody's CD and I missed who. Pollyanna said no.
Nick Patera.
Nick Patera. Tell me a song from Nick Patera. Queen is also classic. That's true. Oh, thank you. Hannah said cute glasses. Love the glasses. Rosemary says I'm so creative. Oh, yes, thank you. You
are.
The ideas come in the middle of the night usually.
Literally.
Like, how can I do some glasses?
I'll roll over and 3 o'clock in the morning. She's got her phone on.
Oh, you guys are so nice. Okay, so I got my sunglasses ready. My nose is nice and attached. So now I'm going to go ahead and put on my hair. And we want it to be glued right there, and then I'll do a bandana on there too. So let me go ahead and glue that down. Now I could have put something on to be like a blouse, but I'm going to go ahead and let the orange be like that's just the color because I'm going to decorate it too. Okay, go ahead. You do some talking. I'm talking way too much.
No, you're fine. Yeah, we'll have to go check out Nick Patera. Mary says that he sings on 3 octaves.
What?
Or he can sing 3 octaves.
I wonder how many singers can actually do that. I bet you there's not that many. I bet there's not that many. 3 octaves. That is a range.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so see, I'm just gluing that right on there, and I got to let it sit for a minute, and then I'll glue the rest.
Don't burn yourself. That glue's hot.
Don't burn yourself. Okay. Can you do my sign too?
Sure.
So I don't go over.
You may want this one that I just did.
Yeah, I may.
I was waiting for the glue to set.
Okay, the other thing that we did.
Yes, Hannah, I am leader of the soprano, forte, vibrato section.
Okay, tell the story. Tell the story.
So, Amy's very musically inclined, and our 4 boys are very musically inclined, which means they got all of their music ability from their mother, not from their father. And so, but I want to show them how much I really know about music.
Yeah.
And so I always point out, those special things that only a seasoned musician would ever know. Like,
you're going to say it wrong. Let me say it.
Okay. I was trying to think of one of my special things that only a seasoned.
I got one for you. So we went to, our son was singing with his high school choir, and some of the high school choirs got invited to sing with the Omaha Symphony. And how many were there? Like 10 schools maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
So it was a lot. I think our high school's choir had over 100. Hannah, do you know how many? Over a lot. Anyway, and so they would be, and then you figure there's 10 other choirs. So it's a lot of people. So we go in there to watch their singing. And then Tim, with his musical abilities that he has, where he thinks he knows. I'm saying this. It sounds bad the way I'm saying it.
I don't think I know it.
He asked Nathan when he got back, because it was like they were little dots up there because there were so many people. And he said, "Hey, were you in the forte section?" And then he said, I think it was like, "Were you in the crescendo forte section?" There you go. So how many of you know what crescendo forte is? I'm just saying it didn't work, but that was very funny.
Turns out he was in the vibrato sharp section. So it's all right.
So as you can see, very musically inclined. Very musically
Which, Mary, is why I'm not going to sing.
Okay, now I have another scarf that I got from the dollar store, and I'm going to make my headband with that. Okay. It's looking good in the neighborhood. Do you want to put, do you want to have the pipe cleaner around the outer edge, or do you want to just leave it plain?
Oh, that's a
good
question. Let's do a purple pipe cleaner.
Purple pipe cleaner. You got it. Uh-oh. It's stuck together with another one. 150. Hannah said 150. So it's a lot of high school kids singing in the forte section. Yeah. You have to admit, that's clever.
Oh, the best part about that concert was, the different concert. The one our older son, Seth, sang in. they sang "O Fortuna,"
Oh yeah.
and I couldn't remember the name of the song when he got home, and I said that one song that you guys sang, the sushi song, was the best. And he's like, the sushi song? I said, yeah, the one about tuna. Come on.
Yep, that's funny. Tim's funny. How do you guys know what song that is? Oh, Fortuna.
Well, yes, tie-dye. JL Murphy suggested a tie-dye shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, that would be good. Yes, good thinking.
I like tie-dye.
Yeah. I remember this was back in the 70s when I first started playing like team sports.
You need to hold that for a second?
Yeah, you want to hold it for me?
Well, I was going to borrow your hot glue.
Yes. Okay. Let me get you more glue.
I got it.
And we were had a little softball team, but we didn't have uniforms, so we tie-dyed our shirts to make ourselves uniforms. How many of you have ever tie-dyed before? Okay, we have somebody. Oh, Carmina Barana.
Oh, Carmina Barana. Is that the name of the song? The tuna song, the sushi song.
Maybe. Okay, so the one thing we haven't found out is where is everybody from? We have so much fun. We actually had somebody give us a message who was from the Ukraine.
No.
From Russia.
No. Was it?
Yes. That was a while. Not in a live.
But we've had people from Scotland, Ireland, the UK, Scotland, Ireland, England, and I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah?
You did, yeah. We're going to save that surprise for another day.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's talk about what our plan is since we just are about to hit 100
Oh, yeah,
videos.
we want to do something really special, don't we?
Yeah.
For 100 videos.
Yeah. So go ahead, tell it.
So I think what we planned on doing is, because you always post on Mondays, that this Monday would be a normal post, so that would bring us up to 90, bring you up to 99.
99 videos.
Right? So then we were thinking about not doing a live.
Well, we do them every other week.
Yeah, we do them every other week,
right.
But we would not do a live on the following, so you're posting on Monday, Thursday's a non-live day, then you've got Monday again, and then Thursday's a live.
Normally,
but we're thinking instead of going Thursday live, we would move it up to Monday, so our 100th, your 100th video would be live on Monday. So Monday night.
So to make a long story short,
yeah,
a week and a half ago, we're going to do a live a little earlier than usual because it will be our 100th video, and we have some surprises planned, and we're going to have a lot of fun for our 100th episode of DIYs or Happy Place.
Do we know what we're going to do?
Yes, but we're not giving it away yet.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you mean what we're going to do for our live?
Yeah.
We'll let you know
to be continued
next Monday. So, okay, people are saying where they're from. We have Hannah Jensen
Sarah's
from
here.
Rosemary's from New Jersey. Christy's from Idaho. Sarah's from Idaho. Pollyanna's North Dakota. Wow, Idaho. I've never met anyone from Idaho. That was from Hannah Jensen. Mary met a lot of potatoes, though. Yeah, I've had a lot of potatoes. Sarah, you should come check it out. Oh, I love that so much. Okay, I'm going to get this wrapped up.
Whoa, JL, you were in Japan? Wow. What an awesome trip. Japan, I think, is on my bucket list. I don't know. Is it on your bucket list too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. That would be so great. Did you go business or pleasure? That sounds
I
so
hope it
fun.
was both, actually.
I hope it was both too.
Or just all pleasure.
So I have some shoes, and I made these shoes from a previous tutorial. And did you link that? The shoe tutorial?
Not to
We'll
this
put a
description,
link in the
but we
description
can.
below of how I made the shoes. And I'm going to put these on because I thought, you know what? Orange shoes. I remember we had someone from our little tiny hometown who went on and played basketball and then ended up playing professional basketball. But I remember he had orange and black, because our high school is the Tigers, orange and black high tops, and it was in the 70s.
Wow.
So see, this is right on cue. So because I'm going to make it look like she's sitting down, I'm going to actually glue these right on. Now, somebody had asked me earlier how I do my attachments when I use the balloon straws. And see, this shoe has a straw right in there that it's glued right to the bottom of the shoe. And we have a tutorial of that whole thing. But apparently during my tutorial, I didn't show this very well. But the attachment, which is this little guy, goes right in there. And then the leg of the gnome goes right there. And that is how they attach.
Sweet.
But this one, we're going to glue this part directly to her because she doesn't need to be standing. She's going to be a sitting gnome or a feet out gnome.
Yeah.
You seemed like you were about to say something.
No, JL was saying that she was there for pleasure. She was born there. And so
Born
she
in
was
Japan?
Yeah, she was there visiting family.
Wow. That is awesome. I love Japan. I would love to go to Japan. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue around here so that this can just kind of get glued on here.
Wait.
What?
Is it upside down? No? Okay.
No, it's right. Just like
I'm
that.
going to steal the glue gun.
Oh, yeah, I keep doing that.
That's okay.
We should have had 2 glue guns. I don't know why I didn't remember that part.
I'm not experienced enough to have my own glue gun yet.
Okay, it's starting to come along. You can see how once I haven't done my blue lenses yet, or they could be clear lenses, and that's just going to get glued on right there. It'll look like
that glue's on.
Okay, let's see. We're missing something. Shannon is from South Africa.
Wow.
What? Welcome.
Welcome, Shannon.
That is so great.
JL was, she says, yep, I was made in Japan.
Made in Japan. That is the best. I love that. Okay, I am going to go ahead.
South Africa. That's another place that I want to go. All these places that I want to go.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to cut a circle for the bottom just because I like to always finish everything. Oh, it's looking so good.
Oh, you mean I'm not done yet?
I don't know. You can be done.
Okay.
Or you could add some more gems. Whatever you want to do.
I have to admit those gems were a lot better than your other yucky stuff that you usually get out. And
what do I usually? Oh, the glitter.
Yeah.
Oh, so rude. Okay. Okay. So this, I'm just going to glue this right onto the bottom, and it's bigger than the other part. After it's totally glued on, then I can trim it. So where's my glue?
Mary says, no, we'll have to make a geisha gnome. That would really be cool, actually.
Oh, yeah, that really would be.
Okay, what were you looking for? Oh, glue stick?
Glue stick, yeah. Add some glue here. Okay, you got us both quote, yeah. So what else are we forgetting? Oh, do you want to make a bracelet, or you want to call it? I always put bracelets on my gnomes. I'm kind of known for my bracelets.
I'm going to call it because I'm going to think of something to do for shoes, and we'll have to post it later.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so once those legs are going to have to sit there and glue because they have quite a bit of glue.
Although I do like Sparrow's necklace.
Yeah.
I just named her Sparrow off the top of my head.
Yeah, those like. Oh, and see the hippie necklace. I actually made the peace sign with foam too. Just cut it out. Okay. cut it out. Okay.
JL said that she was thinking about making or giving herself a tattoo on the butt of made in Japan.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That is funny. Okay, so what's going to be our challenge for everyone?
To make a hippie.
To make a hippie. Make a hippie. This hippie's going to need a necklace. So I previously made a couple of necklaces just to kind of hurry things along. And I just strung some of the beads that I got from the dollar store. And I actually put them on a paper clip.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's hard to string. Sometimes these beads have like paint inside. Yeah. It's hard to get something through. And besides, if you use a wire instead, you can glue it right on and you can have it so that it'll just sit exactly where you want it. So it's not moving around. And that's one thing that I would say whenever I'm making a gnome, and that is to really glue every single piece of it down nicely so that it can stand the test of time. Okay, things are coming together. Just got to put her skirt around here.
Should I come up with a name for her?
Yeah, what's
Raven.
your name? What?
Raven.
Raven?
Dove, sparrow, and raven.
And what's the significance of that?
They just sound like hippie names.
Yeah, I guess they kind of do. The other thing that I always think about whenever I think of hippies, it's like, what's that movie that was filmed in Savannah?
Oh, yeah. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Jenny and Forrest were like peas and carrots.
Well, I see what you're doing there.
See what I'm doing? So it's really a pretty fast gnome. Let's see here. Get that attached in the back.
Oh, Sarah, that's a good name too. Rain.
Rain. Yes.
Rain.
Okay, I'm kind of moving it before I'm finished. Then what I like to do, just to make sure she stays modest, is...
Because that's what hippies did.
Yeah, right. I'll just glue a little bit of the skirt down to the leg so that it just always is holding its shape the way that, you know.
Oh, yeah. Now the best part.
Got to have the glasses. This is the last thing, and then we'll be done. So let me hurry and cut this out.
I'm going to move her. Oh,
she's just not quite done drying.
I shouldn't have moved her.
Yeah, let her
finish
Broke her
drying.
Leg. She's got to dry. Okay, we're getting close. So this is how I did it with this. Now, the spray paint is on this side. So I'm putting the slick side, the non-spray painted side, out on the outside of our sunglasses. So I found that it's easier if you glue it right to the other glue and then trim it off.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the fastest way. So I add glue to the glue, not to the plastic, because it'll melt it. And this is the cool heat glue, so it won't melt it quite so much. So I'm just going to put that on there.
You said Forrest Gump. Sarah said she thought at first it was in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Oh, well, yeah, that was filmed in Savannah, too. Yeah, that's true.
Canapé.
We lived in Savannah for 5 years, so yeah. And in fact, it was right after Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil was filmed, and there would be full tourist buses coming just to see all the sights from that movie.
That one cemetery, everybody went to see the angel, the girl.
It's on the front cover of the book. Okay, Troy says Stormy. That's a good one.
Name, yeah.
Yeah, Stormy. I like it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm pressing on my sunglasses with my glue stick to help just to keep I don't want the plastic to start warping based on where the
hot glue is.
The hot glue was. So I gotta let it dry, and then once it's dry, I can trim off that film And then we have our fancy
Sunglasses.
sunglasses for our gnome. But yeah,
How long do they take to dry?
they're drying pretty fast. It's those legs that I put on really,
Okay.
really hot. So I'll add a necklace, and that'll be it for today.
Wow.
So there we go.
So we don't have any glasses that are already made, do we?
They're-
Just so they could see what they look like.
They
But-
saw them already.
I
On
know,
this.
but on Raven.
Oh, on Raven?
Yeah.
No, I don't have them made. They're glued on.
Okay.
So that's that. Okay, so
All right, so we're gonna do. You're gonna do post on Monday.
post on Monday. And oh, I'm so excited. I have 2 posts, and I can't decide which one I'm going to do for
Oh.
Monday.
Have them help you.
Yeah, okay. So which one would you like to see? This I'll end up doing them both eventually, but I have to decide which one I'm going to do first. And one of them is strawberry gardening, doing strawberry plants in a Dollar Tree way. I know it sounds crazy. I don't want to give too much away, but
Can you move her?
using Dollar Tree
Just so they can
supplies,
see
I'm
on
going
the
to be
white
growing myself some, obviously not strawberries from Dollar Tree, but to grow it, and it's going to be portable. And anyway, so you'll see that.
Dollar Tree strawberries. I hear are smaller.
Strawberries, Dollar Trees. Okay, strawberry plants, or I have a watering can with,
Oh,
what are they called?
LED
Solar
lights.
lights. And then
Okay.
they hang down so it looks like it's being
Pouring.
watered with lights.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me which one you'd rather see first. Okay, so J.L. Murray says
Yeah,
there's still tours. Still tours for the Garden of Good and Evil or for
Yeah.
Forrest Gump? Garden of Good and Evil?
Yep.
That is crazy.
Okay,
'cause
Mary says the watering can.
watering can. Yeah. Okay, watering can it is.
Well, we
Watering
only
can
got
it is.
one.
Well,
Yeah, one.
Pollyanna says strawberries. Oh no, now we have 50-50.
Yeah.
Everyone tell us, which one should I do? You should end
with
with
a
70s
yeah,
music
Troy,
duet. Oh yes, let's
Troy,
do this.
let's
Come on,
not-
let's sing it.
No.
Come on. What 70s song could we sing together?
Oh, JL says both. Thanks
Both?
for bailing me out, JL. I appreciate it.
So no, she's saying both for the tours, like
Oh, for the tours.
For
I
the
thought
tours.
she. Yeah,
the Forrest Gump
Yeah.
tour and the
it got you off the singing.
I see
The
what you're saying.
duet.
He used to go to school at Savannah College of Art and Design. We said that before, which really was walking distance to where the bench was for Forrest Gump. So that's our claim to fame. We were right there, which is funny because the bench isn't really there. Anyway, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, Mary was saying "I Got You, Babe" by Sonny and
I
Cher.
got you, babe. All right, let's do it.
That's not
How does
okay.
it go?
So
How does it go?
you keep trying to bait me, and I'm not gonna take it.
I'm just trying to remember. Can't remember. I got you, babe. Hey, what about some of the Donnie Marie Osmond duets? Those were 70s, weren't they? Like
A little bit
bit
country.
country. Then what happened after that?
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I'm a little bit of Memphis and Nashville.
I'm not gonna sing it because I don't know the words to that one.
With a little bit of Motown in my soul.
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
bring it on.
A little bit of Motown.
Don't know if it's good or bad,
Just still don't
but
know.
I
the
know I
words.
love it. Okay, well, what song do you know? They say that love don't pay the rent. They say that love don't pay the rent. They say that love don't pay the rent.
I don't know that one. Sarah's gonna have to enlighten
Sarah,
us
you're
on
gonna
that.
have to sing it. I wish you guys could all sing for me.
Hey, I'm just glad you didn't hit me in the head with any of the items that we were using.
We forgot to do this.
There's
You gotta have your quote.
Yeah.
You don't have your quote. It didn't really happen.
wait, what?
First
Oh,
line of I Got You, Babe. Oh, that's the first line of I Got You.
there.
Okay, where was it again? The first line of I Got, they say that love don't pay the rent.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah.
So there you go. Well, thank you all. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Yeah, we
and
had fun with this
we'll
one too.
see you on Monday with.
Okay, so Monday
Did we
post.
say watering can?
Yeah,
Watering
watering
can.
can. But watering can. And then the next Monday we'll do our
Our
live.
100th
And
live.
she'll have her 100th
It's not our 100th
video.
live. It's our 100th video
Video.
ever.
Yeah,
So
she works.
join
hard.
us. And thank you so much. We'll
Yeah.
see you again soon.
You guys have been great. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Mary.
Come on, dude. Not yet.